What's up, guys? Chase Oliver here, bringing you another Raw review to my channel. Let's get started with this one. The opening promo for Monday Night Raw, it was typical John Cena and Dean Ambrose promo. If you saw the promo last week, you know what you're going to get this week. Dean Ambrose showing all that intensity and passion in the middle of that ring, and John Cena showing whatever intensity he wants to show that night and pretty much undercutting Dean Ambrose every chance he gets. After Cena and Ambrose have their little war of the words to promote their Hell in a Cell match, out comes the Authority, awkwardly makes a triple threat tag match because the WWE couldn't find anything to do for the Usos or the Dust Twins tonight. So why not just throw them with Cena and Ambrose here tonight? So, you know, the match itself, the triple threat tag match, it was a solid matchup. At least every team got their spots in. It was cool to see, you know, everyone just diving on each other like crazy on the outside. Why did Cena and Ambrose though pin the Dust Twins? I get it, the Dust Twins are the heel in the equation here. But seriously, try to build something up for the Dust Twins at least. I mean, have these guys won a match on mainstream television since winning those tag team titles? I mean, winning a match on main event, that's like WWE Network crap. I'm talking about on Raw and SmackDown. Have these two won a match since winning those tag team belts? Just saying. Do something with the Dust Twins. Why couldn't the Usos take the fall here? Yeah, it's the baby faces pinning the baby faces, but we have established that Dean Ambrose doesn't care about other baby faces, so why not give Dean Ambrose a pin over the Usos? It would actually make the Usos seem weak in some sort of way and make you kind of interested in the Usos and Dust Twins rematch. But yeah, usual babyface finish. You know, Cena hits the AA, Dean Ambrose hits his new DDT finisher. Out comes the Authority. Triple H gives Stephanie McMahon $1. Like, the fuck? These two are rich as hell. Like, Stephanie McMahon is like the billion-dollar princess, or now the million-dollar princess since Vince lost all his damn money. And Triple H is one of the most highest-paid wrestlers in the industry today. You would think that they would have like $100 bet or something. But no, $1 fucking dollar? Are the budget cuts that bad that Triple H and Stephanie can only bet $1 against each other? Whatever. So Triple H was very upset that he lost this bet. So Triple H, in the biggest demanding, godlike voice he could, said, "Screw Hell in a Cell. Instead of getting the contract on a pole match there, we are going to have it tonight." And so later on tonight, our main event of the evening, John Cena versus Dean Ambrose, no holds barred, contract on a pole match. The opening to Raw was pretty damn solid, and it really did a good job getting me excited for the main event tonight, so I can't complain. Yeah, the AJ Lee and Paige feud, this shit needs to end. There's nothing entertaining about it. The only good thing about it is probably the matches, and, you know, most of the matches that they've had have been decent at best. So, really, to be honest, just end the feud at Hell in a Cell, find something else for AJ Lee to do, and hopefully you can find something for Paige to do to regain some of her momentum. My boy Randy Orton doing what's best for business, getting himself a Hell in a Cell paycheck. Good on you, Randy. Good on you. Now, besides Randy Orton earning a paycheck for Hell in a Cell, which is good on him, the WWE is actually doing something that makes sense, that has some good dynamics behind it. Even though I may not like the direction they're headed towards, I mean, at least it makes somewhat sense of Randy Orton and Seth Rollins having some jealousy between these two. I mean, look at Randy Orton. Randy Orton has always been Mr. Dependable in the WWE. You know, he's the guy that the Authority named the face of the WWE. And if Seth Rollins becomes WWE Champion, guess what happens? Randy Orton loses his spot. Randy Orton will no longer be considered, in the Authority's eyes, the face of the WWE. So it makes sense why the Randy Orton character should be a little bit jealous towards Seth Rollins. And it makes sense why Seth Rollins should be jealous towards Randy Orton. Because if the Seth Rollins character fails to cash in the Money in the Bank and to become the WWE Champion, guess who the Authority is going to turn to? They're going to turn to Mr. Dependable. They're going to turn to the guy that has, you know, kind of let them down sometimes, but he doesn't let them down all the time. I mean, he didn't have the brief. When he had the briefcase, he got the job done. He cashed in and won the title successfully. Randy Orton. They will turn right back to Randy Orton. So it makes sense why these two should be jealous of each other. As for these two's individual matches, I like what happened at the end of them, where, you know, after Randy Orton gets the big win over Dolph Ziggler, you have where Seth Rollins tries to one-up him with the curb stomp. Seth Rollins beats Jack Swagger. Randy Orton one-ups him with the RKO. The two stare down. Their individual matches as the whole, Orton versus Ziggler was a good match that y'all should check out. Cesaro was randomly on commentary. I don't know why they didn't do anything with Cesaro post-match with Ziggler, but hey, it is what it is. And Swagger versus Rollins, it was a decent match. And, you know, even though I do like the dynamics behind Orton and Rollins kind of being jealous of each other, which makes sense, I don't like where this is fucking headed. Because we all know what this is headed towards. A Randy Orton face turn. Now, I'm a huge Randy Orton fan. I love me Randy Orton, but one thing I hate is babyface Randy Orton. Babyface Randy Orton is boring as hell. You guys think sometimes heel Orton's boring. Oh no, babyface Orton. This guy is unbearable. I mean, babyface Randy Orton, just to give an example to you guys, babyface Randy Orton is like this. He's like your dad trying to hang out with your friends. You know when you have friends over and your dad is like, hey guys, what you doing? You playing video games? Oh, you got an extra controller? Mind if I hop in? That's babyface Randy Orton. He's like a cool dad. He tries to be cool, but you know he isn't cool. You're like, God, why are you trying so damn hard, Dad? That's what Randy Orton is when he's a babyface. A wannabe, try hard, cool dad. Now, WWE, you can do a Seth Rollins and Randy Orton feud with them being two jealous heels. It can work. Heel versus heel can work if booked correctly. Just please, please, me being the #1 Randy Orton fan here on YouTube, don't turn Randy Orton face. Turning him face won't be, as Triple H would say, best for business. Big Show versus Rusev. The match itself was actually pretty solid. I felt they did a good job with the match itself. It was the ending that bugged the living hell out of me. Like, WWE, you couldn't think of a different controversial way to end this match so that way we can continue the feud. I mean, hell, just saying, if I were to be the booker for a minute here, if I were to be the booker for this feud right here, what I would have done to end this match is I would have had it, because Big Show's a giant, massive man. He's over 7 feet tall. When Rusev had the accolade locked in on him, I would have had it where Big Show had his foot on the ropes the whole time, but the referee thinks Big Show passed out and then calls for the bell. Rusev wins. Big Show goes, no, my foot was on the rope. How did you not see that, referee? And that can guarantee a rematch between these two, and you have a little bit more sympathy towards Big Show. But what they did instead was just dumb, and I didn't feel like it worked at all. So you had it where Mark Henry comes out, of course, to support his friend, the Big Show. That makes fucking sense. But then you have it where Mark Henry gets onto the ring apron for whatever reason. Rusev gets distracted by this, attacks Mark Henry, and then goes to beat up the Big Show. Mark Henry's pissed off at Rusev and attacks Rusev, thus ending this match in a DQ. And I'm saying to myself, when Big Show was being held up by Henry, how come Big Show's okay with this? How come Big Show's all of a sudden forgiving Mark Henry? I mean, we've seen Big Show throughout his career in the WWE. The dude's an emotional guy. The old Big Show I would have known would have punched the shit out of Mark Henry and said, no, screw you. You cost me this big match, and turned heel right then and there. But nah, Big Show and Mark Henry were cool with it at the end of the day. You have it where Big Show and Mark Henry go outside of the ring. They beat the crap out of Rusev, and it's like, how does this make me feel sympathetic that Big Show lost this match? It doesn't. If anything, I feel bad for Rusev. The dude got double teamed. He got bullied by Big Show and Mark Henry. How does this keep heel heat on Rusev? Ugh. And it was just garbage. Like I said, the match itself was solid, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see this again at Hell in a Cell. But really, to be honest, you couldn't think of a more creative finish to make this feud continue on? The Miz and Sheamus feud? Well, it's a typical Sheamus feud. Sheamus has a bunch of random matches with this dude, and then it blows up at the pay-per-view where Sheamus either loses or wins. Whoop-de-doo. How come this guy's not a fucking heel yet, WWE? At least Miz is winning in heel-like ways. You know, he won by grabbing the tights a week ago. He won, you know, tonight with the count-out. So at least he's winning in heel-like ways, but I really don't care about these two feuding. The only thing I really care about now when I see the Miz wrestle is seeing what Damien Mizdow does on the outside of the ring, man. This dude is fucking hilarious, man. Copying everything the Miz does in the ring. This, if you guys have not been paying attention to Miz matches, seriously, go watch these Miz matches recently. It's not because the Miz is doing a good job in the ring. It's because of what Damien Mizdow is doing outside of the ring. This dude is money, and this dude is entertaining. I died laughing when the Miz got pushed out of the ring tonight, and he was holding his knee. Sandel goes and does a somersault, and he's holding his knee too. I was like, yes. Damien Mizdow is fucking money. This dude is hilarious. I hope they do something with him after the Miz character. He's doing wonders in this fucking role right here. But yeah, Miz and Sheamus feud, I really don't care about it, because all I'm going to be watching is when these two wrestle at the pay-per-view is what the fuck Damien Mizdow is doing outside the ring. Brie pinned Nikki. Whoopee! So why do we need to see these two have a match? Just saying. So the main event between John Cena and Dean Ambrose, let me just say this. I'm actually happy that they actually had the match. I was so afraid that WWE was going to end this Raw with this match not even taking place or starting, and we would have to wait till fucking next week to see the match, and I'd be like, God damn it. But instead, the WWE decided, hey, well, you know what? Let's have the match right here. Let's just have the heels at ringside, you know, to kind of survey the action. that is going on. So I really like that Cena and Ambrose actually had a match. I really like that the heels got involved in this match. If you're someone who looks at the in-ring aspect of wrestling only, you're not going to like this match. You'll think this match is garbage and dumb, which I can totally understand if you look at the in-ring side of things. But if you look at a storyline aspect, this match was actually pretty solid. It did the right thing and the right guy went fucking over. That's how I look at it with this match. Did this match entertain me and was the brawl that I was looking forward to between Cena and Ambrose? No, not necessarily. But did this match have some good storyline elements to hype me up for the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view? And not only that, have a right main event for the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view with the right guy going over? Yes, it did. Because the right guy went over. Because Dean Ambrose pulled down that contract. And at Hell in a Cell, we are going to get the main event of Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. The feud that belongs inside the Hell in a Cell. The feud that belongs to main event Hell in a Cell. This is the right match to main event Hell in a Cell. And thank the heavens, Lord, when I went on my knees during my Night of Champions review, the WWE listened to me and they're giving me the match I want to see. I can't bitch and complain about the main event all that much. They did the right thing. The match may have not been good, but I don't give a fuck. They did the right thing and the storyline element, which I am good with. Now, they have 1 week to prepare for Ambrose and Rollins, but really, it's not 1 week because these two have been feuding for months and months on end. So you have enough heat right there to keep this feud going. Now, there is a devil's advocate to this because even though we are going to get Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins inside the Hell in a Cell, we're also going to get the Breakfast Club Love Fest of John Cena and Randy Orton 3 million. Look, I'm not really excited for Randy Orton and John Cena again inside of Hell in a Cell. I'll be honest here. But if it means that I have to suffer through Randy Orton and John Cena having their Breakfast Club Love Fest inside the Hell in a Cell to get Ambrose versus Rollins, I'll take it. I'll swallow it and I'll take it. So happy WWE made the right decision here. So happy John Cena is not going to be facing Seth Rollins inside the Hell in a Cell and hindering the Ambrose and Rollins feud. Ambrose and Rollins face off at Hell in a Cell, and they hopefully get the main event that they deserve, and hopefully the deserving ending to their feud that they deserve. This episode of Raw was actually a pretty damn solid episode. I was saying, damn, this Raw felt different than the other Raws. Why did it feel different to me? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because there wasn't forced comedy like Mini Gator and El Torito and fucking the Bunny on this show. No, it was actually good comedy like Damien Mizdow. You know, maybe that they actually put effort and gave us refreshing matches on this show. And actually we had clean finishes. We had a majority of clean finishes tonight here on Monday Night Raw. Not these dumb, bad DQ, oh, we got to protect everyone finishes. No. We had clean 1, 2, 3 finishes here tonight on Monday Night Raw, which I liked. You had some decent storyline telling here. You didn't have your guest hosts being shoved down our throats. I mean, Chris Lee, all he did was say, watch my fucking show. And Nene, all she did was celebrate with the damn Total Divas. They weren't main prominents to the show, and they weren't being shoved down our fucking throats the whole time. I mean, there is still some flaws to Monday Night Raw. You know, your IC and US title feuds are still kind of bleh. You know, your Divas division is kind of right now. But other than that, you know, for the main event scene and the upper main event scene, they did a good job with this episode of Monday Night Raw. This Raw wasn't 3 hours of great TV, but it was nice 3 hours of solid TV that kept me interested and made me not want to change the channel or say, fuck, I have to review this. This was actually a pretty damn solid episode of Monday Night Raw. But I want to hear from you guys. What did you guys think about Monday Night Raw tonight? Comment down below your thoughts on everything Monday Night Raw. If you guys like me, hit that subscribe button and give this video a big old thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter at ChaseOliver68 and check out my website, chillinwithchase.com. I'll see you all next time. Hope you guys enjoy your day. Peace.